right, we're back. It's a Circling Back podcast. Wednesday. My name is Dave. I'm a chunky boy today. This is probably a better yesterday, given the weather, but I'm wearing it, so you can't really do much about it. Randall Trembacki producing.
Hi, Dave.
Just a tick off on the Matto Ranchos. You've been really good though.
I'm just gonna stop doing it. Everyone, stop doing it. Dave's being mean.
I was just being critical on being real here. Sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't play the triangle in high school and don't have the perfect rhythm that you do.
I did triangle and the gong for Ode to Joy.
That's where they put the most talented percussionist.
I once made second chair.
On the triangle and the gong.
Yeah, the triangle is the right field of the fucking percussionists.
That's fair. I was part of a quartet.
Were you? Because I thought it was just a trio that showed up.
Well, I didn't know what to call it. Part of my head wanted to go tritet, but that's not a word.
Because you got disqualified.
Dylan Shivery.
I've never been more worried about the KJ effect than I am right now. Rap is a very tall lad, taller than KJ even. So,
You afraid you're gonna look tiny?
yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna look tiny. I'm trying to have really good posture here, but
You look fine on this shot. Let's see what the wide shot looks like. Not terrible.
not bad.
And he's just
All right.
popping in the Hawaiian.
I know, man. He's got a look. He's 6'2" and I appreciate that about him. I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be a great show today. Very excited about our guest today.
Okay.
Yeah, he's right here next to me.
From Texas Dives, it's Raph.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be here. Great to join the most sophisticated minds in podcasting today
Wow.
Thank you.
on the only podcast that I listen to. So this is a real treat.
Wow. Is that you're not
Why?
lying? Is that you being honest?
100%.
Let's go, dude.
Did you listen before you came on the show a couple years ago?
Yeah, I listened to a few, and then I became a more just regular listener.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
Look at that.
The official podcast of Texas Dives.
That changes my entire interview strategy.
Okay.
I was going to be more combative. We wanted to probe you a little bit. What? But no, we're gonna have some fun. Raph's been on. Man, you've grown so much since. Was it a year and a half ago?
Coffee Friday.
I think
I'll look it up.
2.5.
You did a Coffee
That long
Friday.
ago.
Yeah.
Way more chill vibes. This is kind of like the main event. This is a live show, as Dylan reminded you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just in case you wanted to say something like super controversial.
One time I came in here and on the rundown, Dylan forgot it's a live show, and it just said Dylan's favorite slurs. And I was like, dude, we can't do that. I was like, dude, do you not remember it's live?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, man. Look at you now. Look at you now. Got your little book. Yeah, he's an author, too. Noted author, future New York Times best-selling author. I'll say it.
We'll see if we get there, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words from the finest innkeep in Ireland.
Thank
So,
you. I appreciate that. Man, you never got to experience Darcy's Donkey here in Austin, did you?
I don't think so.
That was Dylan's favorite bar.
I wouldn't say it was my favorite bar, but it was a really solid Irish bar that it was in just an absolutely cursed location here in Austin. That's why it went under. But
Barton Springs?
Barton Springs, yeah.
No foot traffic.
It's where Lou's currently is.
Yeah,
On Barton Springs.
lose.
And even though that place has made it thus far, it's still empty almost all the time.
Shockingly. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people pick up from there, including Will.
Yeah. But yeah, they had good meat pies and a good Guinness pour, which Dave is a very stringent
That's right.
critic of.
I was
It's a
gonna
top
ask.
9 pour in town.
I was going to ask, what do you think? Do you have a opinion who has the best Guinness pour in town?
So I've been getting into the Guinness pours recently. I was actually in Dublin like a few weeks ago. So I was there for the weekend. I went to the Guinness
So he knows.
factory
Went to
and
the source.
and the Gravity Bar, which is very cool. And it's a great question. I don't think I have a definitive ranking. I do like, Murray's I think is good and Kelly's is good. You guys were kind of hating on the rabbit, the dead rabbit.
I haven't been. I want to point that out. These two have.
Did I hate on it?
I
Sometimes I just hate on shit.
the glass. A lot of people were like, when I posted the glass on my story, they're like, "Oh, that's a sick glass." I'm like, I kind of would just rather be a regular old Guinness glass, like an actual authentic one, because I don't know if that one is.
What's your take on it?
That's fair about the glass, totally. I just think they have a really, really great Irish coffee, and just some non-crackhead energy on 6th Street.
That's
I think it
true.
was nice.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the location. I think when people see where it's located, they're like, they see that 6.
Yeah, we're like thinking about going to Dead Rabbit. I'm like, oh, it's on Dirty Six. And we went in there. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is very much not a Dirty Six bar, even though it is. It's like the Driscoll's right there, too. So it's just gets a bad rap, that area.
Is it price out the riffraff? Is it like
Maybe.
West 6 prices on East 6 or Dirty
I'm not
6?
sure. I think it's just more that it's a like sit down booth and like small bar. It's definitely not a, loud music, dancing type of bar.
Kind of cozy. It's borderline cozy. It's in the ballpark.
I think they have sawdust on the floor.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Huh.
Why is that nice? I mean, I just don't. What
It's
does
a
that do?
vibes play.
Yeah, for vibes.
For vibes.
Okay.
It's like when you go to Texas Roadhouse and there's peanut shells on the floor
They don't do it anymore, unfortunately.
because somebody had a peanut allergy and ruined it for everybody.
Probably.
Woke.
You got to have a sign on the door, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you this place will kill you. Just walking in.
You breathe this air, you're fucking
You're
cooked,
done.
dude.
My buddy went into Five Guys once. He has a very bad peanut allergy. He walked in and just saw the bags and bags of peanuts and went, I can't be in this building, and had to walk out.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, yesterday we did cold calls on Patreon. It was very good. Our first unsolicited 3-way call.
Yeah, shouts to Tyson and Connor.
Yeah.
A lot of cooks.
Your boy on Twitter, Silver Wings, our mystery pilot, was quite critical that we didn't call him, and I apologize to him.
We already called him once.
We did, but he was
Dude,
ready to give some holiday
He was pretty
tips.
electric, though. You got to give it
He
to
brought
him.
it. He brought it. And he was not so kind to Tyson and Connor, but that's okay. They were great. Great way to kick off the show.
He called those two guys Rain Man and Steven Glansberg. Not our word. That's from a fellow listener, Silver Wings.
Oh, Silver
That's
Wings.
pretty good.
Is that a compliment?
It's not. I don't believe so.
We'll record listener voicemails later today, 888-618-4422. That's the pipeline. You can still drop us a message. We need to do a theme next week.
Okay.
We'll decide by tomorrow, and we'll announce it on tomorrow's episode.
Is that too much to ask?
Maybe Christmas week.
Generic, but
Yeah.
play.
worst?
Yeah.
Like it could be a worst of Christmas theme.
Like
maybe?
bad gifts,
Think about it.
Maybe something.
humorous gifts.
Yeah. And our
People have, in my
There's a white
experience-
elephant play there. Sorry to interrupt you. A white elephant
okay.
play there. Secret Santa play there. That stuff can lead to some funny-ish.
In my experience, back when I still, was my friends all went back to the hometown. We all went out. Well, Christmas that's when things got really out of control. Thanksgiving was like, okay, but Christmas is when the real alcoholics were shining,
Dude, same.
right?
We used to go out on Christmas Eve when we came back into town. That was like our night.
Yeah, that's real drinker hours.
That's a lie. Not Christmas Eve. Christmas night.
really
Yeah, Christmas night.
demon time is what they call it. Hey, speaking of good things, rollback,
Roback.
20% off, huh?
Washed 20 for 20% off. I have the crew neck on right now. This is the lightweight version of the crew neck. I actually wore one yesterday too. That light blue one I wore.
I have the crew neck on right now.
One of my favorite items that I own. They're so comfortable, stretchy, breathable. They're for nice cool weather, not cold, not warm.
Trying to see whose pecs are popping more, you or Randall.
Probably his. I
I'm
mean,
a pet guy, you know that.
yeah.
Randy's he's a little more broad than you, but your pecs are a
that
little
true?
bit more. Yeah, he's got the kangaroo body. We're just going to talk about our bodies.
Yeah, let's talk about
Welcome, Raf.
I also got the joggers on too.
You do.
Ooh, kind of got you there, bud.
Their heavy hoodie. Got what it's called.
Yeah, we both wore it on Monday, the
We
same
did.
one.
That thing is awesome.
Nobody called us out.
I recently saw the Derek guy, the menswear dude on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He said one of the like characteristics of a well-made hoodie is that the hood will kind of stand up behind you instead of fall back flat,
Yeah, you don't want a flaccid hoodie.
and it does that. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
filed,
you know
I just
what?
filed that
You're
away.
right.
I said, you know what, Roback does that. So
No.
anyway, washed 20, get you 20% off at checkout. It's a one-time use code.
Load the cart.
So load the cart up.
Get something for your dad, your brother-in-law, yourself, even your wife. There's good women's stuff on there. Randy, who's that model you like? Just kidding. I'm joking. Randy didn't.
Just joking.
Just kidding.
One of their models is a former Bachelorette guy,
Oh yeah, Dean, right?
Dean.
The guy that he also modeled the like taco costume at Party City.
He's the
It's
one
a pretty
who
sick resume.
he's the one who Homegirl chose
Claire.
like before the season even ended. She was
Yeah.
like, this is the guy.
They swapped her out with someone else because
Yeah.
she made like 3 episodes and went, no, I'm going to go with Dean. And I don't think they're together still.
I don't think they are.
Well,
Now
yeah, he's
just-
moved on. He's no longer modeling pizza costumes.
Now he's modeling for Roback.
Yeah.
Question: if you model a pizza costume,
Is that
can I
playing?
pledge your Zot
Your
card?
Zot card?
You know what your Zot card is, Raph?
No.
Good. For the best. Just continue enjoying life and food. Don't worry about some mediocre podcaster who made up a arbitrary rule about how much pizza you can eat in a week. Fun fact, it's once a week.
Once a week.
Although if you can continue to eat the leftovers, correct? If it's from the same transaction.
Mhm.
You wrote the text.
Yeah.
You tell us.
I've been out of the game. I didn't renew my license.
There is a vacation exemption too.
Is there? We established that?
I thought you did, yeah.
There's a vacation
Again.
exemption, yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to Italy, you can't just eat pizza once.
Well, pizza's not Italian food, so
Okay. That's a Randy take, not a circling back.
The Randy Show. Go ahead, bud.
it's its own genre. I'll die on that hill. It's its own genre.
That's a bad hill to die on. You're gonna die on
Nope,
it.
I'm gonna die. Because if you and the missus are talking like, hey, I don't know what I want for dinner tonight. Chinese? Nah. Mexican? No, I had Taco Deli. And you say Italian, you're never once thinking pizza. If you're gonna go thinking pizza, you're gonna say, I want to get a pizza. If you think Italian, you're thinking fucking meatballs.
That doesn't
and
mean it
stuff.
doesn't belong in the genre, the category.
I think it's just it transcended to its own genre.
See, Raph, I don't know how often you listen. I know you've listened before, but a lot of anti-Italian discrimination coming from this fucker.
Because you can say, I want tacos tonight. It's definitely Mexican food, but you
Yeah.
can say, oh, I want to go, let's get tacos.
But if I'm thinking about getting Mexican food, I'm thinking tacos. If I'm thinking about getting Italian food, I'm never really thinking pizza. I'm thinking pasta, eggplant parmesan.
I'm not going to co-sign that.
I saw a reel the other day, new segment. It was a guy making fun of his friend who ordered chicken parm at an Italian place. Like he's like, that's a bad order.
That's a gringo order at an Italian place.
Yeah,
It is.
and I like chicken parm.
I like chicken parm too.
Yeah, I'm like piccata.
Yeah.
We had a chicken piccata summer. It was different, dude. Just a better time. A couple years ago, you remember that?
I remember that.
Everybody was eating chicken piccata.
Capers everywhere.
Caper. Oh my god, dude. And man, still talk about it to this day, obviously. But yeah, chicken parm apparently is looked down upon in some circles. Not me. I'll still order it, but anyway, that's the first and last time we do that segment. What are we doing today? Oh yeah, Raph, you wrote a book,
Oh yeah. There it is.
Texas Dives. Tell the folks at home what you do.
Do you guys like dive bars?
Love.
Cool. Yeah, so I have a of various social media platforms, mainly on Instagram at Texas Dives, and I went to a lot of dive bars in Texas, and I post about that on the Instagram and TikTok and whatnot, and then I wrote a book, and here it is. I don't know if your listeners are also into reading.
Most of them can read, I think.
Okay. But this is a great holiday gift idea if you're into dive bars or just Texas stuff in general. I think non-Texas listeners will also enjoy it just because of the wide variety of dive bars that are available in Texas. And they are a different flavor oftentimes than what I'm from the Midwest. And they are different. The Midwest dive bar is a little bit smaller, darker, fewer windows,
A lot more pull tabs.
pull tabs, meat raffles.
What's a meat raffle besides Dylan's college nickname?
It's a great question. Meat raffle is when you buy raffle tickets at the bar and then a big Wheel of Fortune, like Price is Right wheel. They spin it, and then if you win cuts of meat like pork chops and steaks. And stuff.
I've never been a part of a meat
How do we?
raffle.
I did not
Why
know
didn't we
about
do
this
that in
either.
Chicago, Randy?
I did not know that was a thing.
That's a Minnesota thing.
Where
yeah.
are you from?
Mainly from Chicago, but I lived in Minneapolis too.
Gotcha.
Dude, raffling away meat?
Dude, there's nothing like getting some pull tabs though at a dive bar. It's
Yes.
great.
pull tabs big. They do have pull tabs here at the bingo hall.
Oh yeah, did not
So
know
you
that.
can get them at the bingo hall.
What's the diviest bar in Austin?
It has to be either Barflies or GNS probably.
GNS, they won't like they'll let you in for all of like 20 seconds before they
Yeah.
kick you out, right?
Oh, you told us
Yeah.
about this one last time you were on here, actually.
GNS Lounge.
GNS is over by Kelly's. You can see it from the parking lot, right?
Yeah, it's in that area. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely in the area. And GNS has its loyal diehards. And I personally think GNS sucks and I hate it. But I do, I still go on occasion, and I mean no ill will towards GNS, and I hope that they stay open to rip people off for decades. But they will rip you off. They might kick you out. They definitely have the gnarliest Yelp page in Austin. It's just stories of like cabbie drivers getting pepper sprayed, billy clubs coming out, tasers.
Billy clubs.
Yeah.
What era is this?
I'm serious.
Oh my God.
It's nuts. GNS is nuts. It's legendary for sure.
I'm pulling up the Yelp page. You got me really.
Is it just like they take one look at you if they smell like Austin tech yuppie? It's like gotta go.
Yeah, the owner Jimmy is he's a tough cookie, and I hear he's much friendlier to young, attractive ladies. And then guys, you put in a wrong order, you ask for something he doesn't have, you're out of there. And that block, it's a pretty, high real estate value part of town over there.
Yeah.
What I've heard is that he owns that like strip mall stretch right there, and he lives in the back. And instead of selling the property for, I don't know, whatever, $6 million, he just wants to go in and kick people out.
It's just like his little pet project.
He's just love for the game.
Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a place that you hate it. Like what you just said, I don't want to go there, but I want it to be there. I want that to always be an option.
Yeah.
I want to
Absolutely.
continue to hear stories about people getting kicked out of there.
Here's a 2-star review. By the way, it's 2.8 stars on Yelp. I'm running out of patience with this place. Either we were overcharged tonight or our well drinks were $6 each. The last time we were in, we pointed out that the games were broken. One of the games was broken. Not only did we not get our money back, we were informed that we must be wrong. And the subsequent drinks were made extra weak just to punish us for complaining. The place reeks, the new bartender looks like a meth head, and the music generally sucks. Either you've changed GNS or I have. Okay, that's not terrible.
See, you can glean the most. We've done a lot of like bar Yelp review stuff, restaurant reviews. When somebody does a 2-star critical review, it means more than a 1-star. A 1-star, like you look at that, you're like, oh, this person like just was having a bad day. And 2-star, it's like there's something there where it's like, man, I wanted to like this place, and here's like the actual criticism.
Yeah, I trust 1-stars can be really like scathing and like maybe they're deserving. So 2 to 3 stars, I trust more. A 4-star is always like, oh, great experience, all this, all that. Couldn't find parking, and it's like, okay, like that's your one little like thing.
Yeah. Have you ever left a review?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been banned from Twitter. I'm back on, and I've cooled off on that for sure. But I totally agree. I generally don't do ones for if like a place like a restaurant or something like I didn't like it. I usually like still leave a 4 because I don't want to like ruin the small business. But yeah, if it's a 2 or 3, that's where you get the real gold. I agree.
Okay. And don't want to give away the entire book, but our old haunt, Dylan, Dirty Bills, a bar that I think you refuse to go to. A lot of people do, honestly.
It's not my favorite place. I correlate it with just getting blacked out drunk. It's just one of those like I get dragged to at the end of the night because my friends want to go. I'm like, oh, okay, and then it's just a sloppy shoulder to shoulder. The music in there is good. I'll give them that.
That's what sets it apart, I think.
Yeah, everything else I could go without.
Technically a gay bar or no? Formerly?
I think technically it is. And like to say shoulder to shoulder does not really give it justice for how packed it is in there. It is like you are cramped shoulder to shoulder. You have to like keep your arms in.
If you're in Austin, if you're visiting Austin and you're looking to like go hard, and you're in that West 6th area, Dirty Bills, if you can get there before 10 and get into get a booth,
Yeah.
which you will definitely be standing up on at some point, like once it fills out, it's a fun bar. You can now getting out of there, like you'll want to leave there. I think typically before midnight. Getting out of there is a chore because, like you said, it's very crowded. But the music, they haven't wavered on that.
Yeah.
It's always good. They throw the videos up there. It's good. It's a good spot. But yeah, you will not leave there. The next day is going to be tough for you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and Dirty Bills, it's probably the least divey bar in this book, to be honest. It's snuck in by the hair, of its teeth. That doesn't, I don't know, with the one star rating on the dive factor that is found in the book.
People were saying they slid you a $20 bill, and that's why you put them in there. Have you
But-
been compromised?
Please compromise me, anyone. Like, hey, you want to be on the Instagram? I got a Substack that no one reads. Like, bribe me. Let's go. I'm open. But to your point, if you go to Dirty Bills on like Tuesday at like 5, there's no one in there, and it does look like a dive bar.
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, it does. It's just like the Saturday night
Yeah.
when everyone's dancing on the tables and
changes.
stuff. It's like, oh, okay.
Too many, on Saturday night, there's like too many people having a good time for it to
Yeah.
be like a full, authentic dive bar, No one's going there to like
There's too many girls
reflect.
dancing, going, "Oh my god!"
It's so
lot of
narrow. It's so narrow. Like it's one of those like the shape of the bar is one you might find in like a town square, like a small town. There's like they just stack them in, so it's like a super long narrow bar, and the bar takes up like 70% of the walk space to get through. So if you want to go from the front to the back, you're fighting through a crowd of people on a walkway that's like 4 feet wide. That's another thing I hate about it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take you like 10 minutes to go to the bathroom there just to get to the bathroom.
If
It's
you're a real
place.
pisser like me, you're in hell.
Dave is a
Stop.
real
'Cause
pisser.
I pee a lot, Raph.
Me too.
You understand the
I
plight.
totally get it. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, real quick, I want to continue talking about the book, but I want to talk about our good friends at Poncho. Hoss. Flannels, the fall flannels, the whole fall line, really. Fantastic. We're a big Poncho pod. They've got the Western polos that launched back in September. If you checked out my Instagram at DC Ruff, the family pics, I don't know if I've dropped it yet, but I did wear the Poncho, the Pearl Snap denim that we're both big fans of.
Isn't it an excellent shirt?
Just a great shirt, and it all includes the Poncho promise, free shipping and free returns, free exchanges to make sure you get the fit right. Poncho stands by every shirt, and they'll make it right if it's not your favorite. You're going to find the toughest fabric reinforced with ripstop technology, lightweight, breathable, quick drying, built-in stretch with the same Poncho fit. This is the Tough Thread. This launched back before Halloween, and we're big fans of it. Go to ponchooutdoors.com. Gear up for fall. Get you some Christmas gifts. Every piece is built for comfort, performance, and lasting style. ponchooutdoors.com/steam. Enter your email for $10 off your first order. That's PONCHO outdoors.com/steam. Get you $10 off and free shipping, and tell them Circling Back sent you. Help support the show. I feel like we asked you this last time, but a lot's changed. Did you encounter a lot of pushback when you were just hitting up random bars, and did you have to tell the bars like, I'm including you in this book? Or has anybody like figured out who you were, recognized you? Because you've got a look.
Yeah.
You're not just another face in the crowd.
Yeah, sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes it's good to be overly obvious. Like, this guy's lost or something, So that's good. But, I got better about it as I went along. And no, I didn't tell almost anyone that I was working on the book because I just wanted to hang out, get a feel for the place. And oftentimes I just wasn't there like that long. I would go in, if I'm going to 5, 6, 7 places in one day because I'm in Amarillo and I'm not coming back to Amarillo for a while, then I would have a Coke, Topo Chico, keep it moving, and then towards the end of the night I would start getting after it. But the two places that I think kind of stand out as a kind of memorable visit is Sandy's Country Store in Galveston. It's this kind of like derailed my night because I was going to go to these other places, and I walk into this place, and there's a potluck, someone's birthday. They're pouring stiff drinks. All of a sudden, there's some sort of dice money game that they're playing at the bar.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, "Come join in." Then I'm in this game. Then at some point, the owner, who's living in an RV out back, like just comes barreling through the back door with a wad of cash for the dice game. The bar closes. We keep playing like an hour plus after the bar is closed, and that was a really good visit. That's memorable visit. The other one was north of El Paso. I go to this bar, and it's like a Sons of Anarchy biker bar.
Oh, okay.
Like everyone in there is wearing I think they're called cuts. They called cuts, their vests.
Leather vest.
Yeah. And there is a baby being passed around at the bar, and a couple of teenage daughters playing pool at the pool table, obviously like an after school program, safe space kind of situation. And everyone was there, was super nice to me, and I had a couple beers, but that was not a photo taking situation. And we're going to leave that one anonymous, and I hope they continue enjoying their space. Cool guys.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess this sets up to run into some pretty tough characters, huh?
Most of the time, I went during the day, and I think during the day, it's a lot easier than at night when people are liquored up, aggressive, and things like that. But during the day, most people want to be nice. If you are chill, they're going to be chill. If you ask them about the place, they generally are like, yeah, I want to talk about this place. No one asked me about this bar in the middle of San Angelo. So generally I've had good experiences, but yeah, I mean, I am a white guy, and I probably have a better experience than some other people might have. I can, if you're a single woman, I don't know if you want to be going to all these places by yourself.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So how many bars would you estimate are in the book?
There's 151 bars in the book.
And so do you go in like the history of them and all that? Like, okay.
You didn't read the book? I told you to read the whole book.
That was your homework,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
Dude. Sorry, dude.
But yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Cool. So they're all over the country?
Yeah,
Like, all over the state, I mean?
They're all over the state. They're split up in regions. So you have your central, you have your Gulf Coast, you have your south, and then you have the cities like Houston, Dallas. So they're kind of split up by the regionally, and they all have a dive rating of 1 to 5, like how divey it is, how it looks like a dive bar. And yeah, I think there's, a wide variation of these places. And to circle back to the point,
Anything?
of, the Midwest Dive Bar, it's in Texas, you have a range of places that do kind of look different, because you have your typical dive bar. You can have like a more spread out ice house, which like has a lot of picnic table seating, and it's more spread out. You can have a cantina, which is essentially like a Mexican joint, and they'll be playing like cumbia and like, Selena and just like tecates. And then you can have a honky tonk. So that's more like your Don's Depot, White Horse, Broken Spoke, where you have nightly dancing on a regular basis with live music. Then you can have your dance hall, which we were talking about earlier, and that's a larger structure. You find more like in the rural areas where it's probably open like once or twice a week, maybe even less. And it's a bit, and oftentimes it's like BYOB, and oftentimes you can like bring your kids to sit at the table while you go dancing and stuff. You have your country store, which is like a little local bar with kind of a general store, like a 7-Eleven or like a feed shop thing attached to it. So people go there, they'll get some feed, they'll get some supplies, Clorox, whatever, and they'll hit the bar next to it.
Love
So there's just like a there's just a range of these places that you don't find in the north that are more distinct.
Is there one of those country stores that you went to like west of here, maybe like hour and a half? I think it's called the Bend. Are you familiar with it?
No.
My father-in-law told me about it. Like he was camping out there, and it sounded like a cool place. So we did like the classic. What constitutes a dive bar? We did that whole segment last time, but I'm curious if like anything's changed on your
I guess,
litmus test.
like what gets a 1 and what gets a 5?
That's a great question. And that's a little bit subjective. But, qualifying into the dive bar category, I think, we talked about can it have a kitchen? And I think I've seen very, very divey places with kitchen making a burger. So, like, I think that's totally fine. I think the four things are one, is it like shabby? Is it worn down? It has to have some scuffs. You can't open a new one. Number two, it has to have, it's got to be unpretentious. So it's not curated. It's just whatever. And it's got the local clientele. It's unpretentious. And they don't have 20 craft beers on tap. They're not doing that. They might have 2, they might have 1, but they don't have 20. They don't have a calendar for all the games they're playing that week. Like they're like, all right, we'll turn the TV on. So they're just not curating anything. 3, it has to be cheap, right? And that's where GNS, when they're double charging me $10 for a rail tequila, really gets me going. And the fourth one, like dependably, is no cocktail menu. Like 98% of the time, if there's no cocktail menu, then it's going to be a dive.
Okay.
No touch tunes, Got to have like a real jukebox.
The Wild Wings in Cedar Hill, Texas. That's
not going to qualify.
But they're getting rid of the real jukebox. The touch tunes makes more money. That's the thing.
Greed, corporations, and corporateness.
I could understand that for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys made a joke about the Twin Peaks, the Battle of the Twin Peaks last time, where they had the Harley kind of shootout and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I went to one of the gang's bars outside of Waco.
Oh dude.
What was the bar called?
The Ben-Hur bar. That place is freaking lit. That place looks scary.
It was full of like biker dudes?
There was like no one in there. It was just the female bartender, and she was super cool. It was like a club, so you didn't like pay for the beer. You like donated money, and then they gave you a beer out of a cooler.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not a
TABC compliant.
Yeah, I'm not a dive bar lawyer, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, they had the like kind of big club like logo behind the stage, and like photos on the walls. Very old bar, very rickety, but cool. It was cool.
I went to a bar in Llano one time, right there on Town Square. I forgot the name of it. And I have a buddy. We have a buddy, Travis. He's got family who lives in Llano, and he's like, we were going out to his family's property, and then we stopped at the bar on the way into town. We go in there, and my buddy Travis brings just a bottle of scotch with him.
Yeah.
And we sit down right in the middle of the bar, and he just starts pouring drinks for everyone from his own bottle. We were in there, he drank for an hour or two, and left. We didn't spend a dime. I was like, I don't know why they're letting us do this, but it was
Sick.
It was quite an experience. Yeah.
Usually you have to pay for, they call it the setup. It's the accoutrement, the soda, the Coke, whatever. They'll charge you the $20 for that, and then you can do your own scotch bottle.
Waco, interesting place.
Yeah.
Did you go to any other dive bars out there? Maybe.
There are some dive bars out there. There's one called the Pendleton Pump out by there. That place is hilarious. Another great Yelp review. One of the Yelp reviews was so good. It was like I forgot the bartender's name, like Steven. It's like I'm 16 and I'm like 16-0 against fights with Steven. He tried to overserve me last night so he could sneak one in, but he's getting old.
That's sick.
That place is really
Good
good. And like
God.
there was a lady just singing. She was really good. She was probably a former singer in there. And the place looks scary. So it looks like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe in there too. But the
Hell
people
yeah.
were great. So that's a really good one. There's that one Papa Joe's like north of Waco. That one's famous because um
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Yeah.
Shot that guy in the face there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I don't know this story.
Yeah, he got into a scrap and he shot the guy in the face.
How's he doing?
The guy lived, I think.
Yeah.
But Billy Joe didn't do somebody vouched for him, like he didn't get prosecuted. I don't know.
Self-defense?
Self-defense, but every time you read the story, I haven't read it enough, but you're like, well, hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, fuck yeah, dude. I don't know if you're allowed to have that thing, but
You can read about it more in the book.
Nice.
But basically the guy had a knife and he was threatening Billy Joe. That was like pretty well established.
Okay.
And then they went out in the back and Billy Joe shot him in the face. The bullet got stuck in. He lived. They got the bullet out. Some people say it was warranted. Some people say it was not warranted. But Billy Joe basically went into Austin, played a show at the Waterloo Records that night, and then when the trial started, I think like Robert Duvall and like Willie Nelson like went to the
Heavy
trial
hitters.
on his, sat on his side of the bench and everything, and the jury loved that, and he was
Lonesome
cracking
Dove, Willie.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was cracking jokes and he got off. So
Wow.
yeah,
You think the jury recognized Duvall from Godfather or Lonesome Dove more?
probably Lonesome Dove around these parts, but yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's classic. Brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. So how do you go about finding these bars? Like, I'm sure the ones that are in cities, you get recommendations, but like the stuff that's more remote areas, like how do you go about finding a dive bar?
Yeah, people still give me recommendations on the Instagram. And the other thing is doing this book 25 years ago would be crazy because I think you would like have to use a phone book. You just
Yeah.
literally drive around blind and just walk into places. But now we have Yelp, we have Google Maps, and even when places don't have like a lot of reviews or photos, like they'll typically have an exterior photo. We have Street View, so you can look up the place. Maybe they'll have like one interior photo, and it's like, all right, I can plan out. I'm going this way. I can kind of plan out my stops, so that helps. But yeah, there's still some bars that they don't have any reviews, they don't have any photos, and they look like very sketch. And it's like, all right, I don't know, like, is this going to be worth it or not? But most of their time it works out.
Okay. Can I give a recommendation real quick? I've got a last minute lifesaver for you. Sitting right next to me, the Aura frame.
Oh, yeah.
Aura frames, been with us for a while. We liked it so much we put it up in the studio. It's just the best gift. I've given it multiple times. I know you have too, Dylan.
It's an excellent gift. Yeah, one of the great things about it, like I talked about, there's a QR code on the box. You kind of peel back the corner of the label there, and there's a QR code there. You scan it, and if you're gifting it, like Dave said, you can preload pictures and videos on it before you give it to your parents, grandparents, whoever. So when they receive the gift, connect it to Wi-Fi, boom, they got a bunch of stuff waiting for them already. It's pretty awesome.
Yep, you can personalize your gift. Like Dylan said, preload it with photos before it ships. Upload unlimited photos and videos. Share photos effortlessly and videos, by the way. Videos, like I always thought like that would kind of slow the thing down. It doesn't, because I was looking at my parents when I was back home over Thanksgiving. And right now it includes a gift box. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little thing I say. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura Frames' best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter. By using promo code CIRCLING at checkout, that's auraframes.com, promo code CIRCLING. It's exclusive deal for our listeners, and the frames sell out fast, so order yours now. Get it for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. Randy, can I have you pull up the little Instagram that I sent you earlier?
You're steaming on.
Can I steam real quick? You
Let's
guys
let
mind?
Dave steam.
You guys mind just?
Are you
This might be.
Are you familiar with the steam room segment that we've done in the past, Raph?
I don't think I am. No.
If you're welcome to steam too. Basically, we just kind of air grievances about things that are bothering us. So
Typically
we
like
steam
very
on 'em.
minor things, but I don't steam very often these days. But probably because every time I do, Dylan gets a towel, wets the tip, rolls it up, and just pops me with it.
Pop his bare bottom with it.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a visual show. This thing is what's this Instagram account? At Wealth.
Okay.
So a good handle to have, I guess. But it came across my my reels last night, and it says this man just surprised his entire neighborhood with one of the most insane Christmas light shows ever. All sorts of people I follow liked it. People were commenting. 2 million likes. All sorts of views.
It drew a big crowd out in the streets. A bunch of neighbors stopped by to see what was going on.
I'm like, okay, yeah, let's see what's up. And Randy, I want you to play it, and if you can, like,
I've started 48 seconds into the
Okay,
reel because
there's a build-up.
I
So you
started at the countdown.
this guy is going all in. It's a visual show, but if you're not watching, he went hardcore on his lights, and there's a playlist with it. So if you
Yeah.
could hit it,
Because the first 45 seconds is just like the countdown from like Apollo 13 or something like that. So
this made me so upset. Recognize those drums? Fucking hope you do.
Great acoustics, by the way.
This ain't your grandma's Bluetooth speaker.
No.
Dire Straits.
What?
Oh my god. Kid's losing it.
It's Bruno Mars.
The build-up to one of the most famous intros
It's just
in rock and roll history,
It's a top 10 lick. It's a top 10 riff,
and they just didn't deliver on it.
and
They hit us with the Bruno instead.
they went for the song that like your aunts and uncles will dance to at the wedding.
hey, look, I'm going to defend Uptown Funk. It's one of the best songs out there. It gets everyone going. But yes, the edging you and just the pump fake, it's just terrible. It's the best riff out there.
I mean, like that's one where if let's say you're doing the radio dial, you're old school, and you're like, oh, and you hear the drums, you're like, oh, well, leaving it on this because you're gonna at least stay for the riff.
It reminds me. I know we've all seen the videos of DJs who will have just a crowd just like in the palm of their hands. They're building up. They're building up, and then right before the beat drops, they'll hit you with like a Mariah Carey song or something, and just totally throw everybody off. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is that?
It's a girl
seen
talk
those?
move. Yeah.
Is that a girl talk move?"
Well, I mean, like, yeah, everybody does it now, but but typically, like, they'll do something like unexpected, like they'll hit you with like, it's Green Day over like an Avicii beat, and you're like, oh, how did that? Yeah, okay, and you're it's all coming together, and you kind of like it. You like how I referenced Avicii? I have so many deep cuts.
I just got an Avicii record.
You
True.
did?
Yeah, true.
Oh. Avicii somehow not on my Spotify rap because my son is a big fan.
Speaking of which, am I supposed to do my Spotify rap?
Do it.
Okay.
We'll do that in a minute. But yeah, this made me upset so much so that I might do the what's the style, Ref? You do this where you're the green screen where you got the face and you're just like, I'm mad about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I
You
think
should do it.
You
Dave's
should.
attitude right now is not doing justice of how mad he was earlier in the office. That he was fuming.
Dude, it's an iconic guitar riff. And it's just like, it's one of those ones when you hear it, like no matter what, you kind of get like at least like 15 seconds of like, yeah, a little bit of testosterone flows and you just kind of walk a little taller. Instead, you get Bruno Mars. That's typically like, I'm going to go get a drink at the open bar, hopefully. It's a wedding song. I get you're doing it for the kids in the neighborhood, but what are you doing, dude? Show a little ball knowledge. I'm done.
I told y'all this earlier. My neighbor has it's not a setup like this, nothing near this elaborate. But he's got this big tree in his yard, and it displays different, like, you can program it to show different things on it. It's pretty cool. He has a sign in his yard that says tune to channel whatever, to some radio station channel you can dial up, and he has his own custom playlist that goes along with the light display, which I think is pretty sick. I haven't done it yet.
We've come a long
I need to try
way.
it. Yeah.
We've come a long way with this. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think like people are doing this more and more. It's getting tricked up. But Houston, there's always like one or two guys in like Houston that do like they'll have one and like it's always done to like Still Tippin' or something.
Yeah.
Some Houston song,
Love that.
like a UGK song.
Keep
You're
it
like,
regional.
Okay, yeah, that guy wins. You do any celebrating? You put up lights or anything?
I do pull up lights inside. Nothing too much, but I agree with you guys. This was horrible. It really makes me really
Thank you.
upset. I saw like a fan edit of Top Gun Maverick with this song like over it on YouTube, and it just got me so torqued up when I saw that. And this just makes me upset.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad everybody feels that way except for Randall.
I mean, I like the song. I like Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
I
We
need
did
you
a
to
dance
agree
to
with
it.
me though.
We did a dance to it in college, and whenever I do it, I know it.
I mean, hit the Bruno button after you hear the riff.
I agree. Yeah, I am 100% agreeing with you that this was terrible. I also like it. The fact that then he did the riff, stopped, and then it was like a voice like "Ladies and gentlemen."
It sounded like,
and then it went into Bruno Mars. It's like, just hit us with the riff.
It sounded like noted German new metal band Rammstein.
Du
Hosmesh guy.
hast.
I saw him in concert. They had Family Values tour.
Hey,
They
not-
opened for Korn.
Hey, not
That sounds sick.
A lot of pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
It was a weird show, very odd band, but
Yeah.
I was like, this is objectively a sick show.
going through my Spotify rap right now. My listening age is 69.
Dude, mine's 26.
Mine was 69 too.
I think there's a lot of classic rock and disco that I've listened to.
Will's is 80.
He's an old soul. That's fine.
I have a question about Will.
Okay.
Has Will been bringing up the Edmund Fitzgerald around a lot around the
Yeah.
office?
It was his
Yeah.
entire personality in November. Yes.
Unfortunately, like he was on vacation and then he got like deathly ill. So he kind of like had to sit this one out a little. He was very online, did some numbers on Twitter. But yeah, no, dude, I didn't know anything about that till I met Will.
I didn't either. It's not like the lore didn't make its way down to Texas.
Yeah, big Midwestern
Yeah.
lore. I think
Mhm.
one of the parts of it is because it happened in 1975, which isn't that long ago.
It's one of the things, like the first time I heard about it, I was like, oh, this is like an old, like 1800s.
I thought the same thing, dude.
1700 shipwreck. Like, no, just
Pretty recent.
like there's probably people that maybe my aunts or uncles knew that had like a brother or like an uncle or something that could have been on that ship. Who knows?
Well, yeah, you think like shipwreck and pretty much any outside of like war, like from like 1970 on, it's like, oh, most people are getting out of there.
Yeah.
There's the technology's there. They've got some boats, some helicopters, things of that nature. No, 1975, 6. What do we say?
Not when the gales of November hit you on the Lake Superior.
Mhm.
That's right, dude. There's nothing you can do
So-
really.
She doesn't give
Yeah.
up her dead, man.
The official Lake Superior Twitter account. Yes, there is one. It's like slow released all the names of the deceased from the shipwreck.
Does Will run that?
I don't know.
He runs do people know the other account he has?
I don't know if that's public knowledge yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will's no stranger to owning regional.
Yeah,
Twitter
owns,
handles.
He owns one. I don't think he's updated in a really long time though.
He's squatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a lot of Twitter handles. He has
He's a
like
burner
lad,
guy.
like, he has lad football bro too. I'm like,
Dude, nobody knows that's him.
I-
dump
they,
that.
they do.
Dump it. It's not obvious it's him at all.
Dump it.
Yeah, that's always a fun time on Twitter. I feel like maybe I'm just saying I feel like this show, the previous iteration, touching base, I feel like we were ground floor Edmund Fitzgerald content creators because of Will.
Because of Will. Yeah.
Because like it was mainly like there was like one whole show where I think we spent the entire episode like him just telling us about it. And we are just like, what? This happened when? Edmund Fitzgerald, just such an old school boat name too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shouldn't be a boat name past like 1920. I digress.
there's a great beer. I think it's the Great Lakes Brewing Company, which is maybe Cleveland or something. But
There's a
it's-
beer.
Yeah, it's a beer. It's the Edmund Fitzgerald.
He
It's
yeah,
popular.
I know that because he posted about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you what's your go-to beer? You know, Dylan's a sneaky undercover craft beer guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Sneaky.
okay. Go to
Panic Order.
Miller High Life.
Good choice.
Solid.
Former sponsor alert.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were.
Nice.
Okay.
Mine
It-
used to be Shiner.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's obviously a Texas thing. I didn't know much about beer outside like high school, college. You drank like Keystone or Natty. And then like going to the bars, panic ordering as like a 23, 24-year-old. It's like, you don't want to look like I was still in college. I'm just like, Shiner. We'll put out a vibe.
My cheap domestic is Yingling now, and that's mostly because in Texas, it wasn't available in Texas for the majority of my life. When did it moved to Texas? Like 5 years ago, I
feel
want to
like
say.
like right before COVID. It could
Yeah.
be. I could be wrong.
And I
with
was
that.
like, because anytime I would travel east, I would always drink Yingling, and I loved it. And I still do, obviously. But when it became available here, it was a big day for me.
What do you guys think is the worst beer?
Keystone Light.
Oh yeah.
No, Keystone was college for us there. I
High
always
school
hated
for us.
Rolling Rock. I hated it.
Keystone Rolling Rock does stink. Keystone though is bad. Specifically though, no one drinks this, but in high school we would get cheaper kegs of Bud Ice 5.5 because you could get it in
God.
Texas, and nothing will have like lasting effects like Bud Ice 5.5. It was like you drank. It was like you just chugged salsa.
I have a buddy who
It was
used to
very
buy
bad.
like the Magnum cans of Natty Ice, which I think it was probably maybe even a little bit stronger than Bud Ice. I'm not sure, and it was just nasty.
Yeah,
You're just like I'm just trying to get drunk as fast as I can. Like, okay, man, there are other options.
these days, like, dude, I got blowback. People really hate Red Stripe. A lot of people don't think they think it's like a bad beer,
Really?
and I genuinely like the beer. Yeah,
I think you like the bottle more than you like the beer.
it's a vibes play.
That's what I feel like. I'm having, yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah.
It's a good bottle.
God forbid a white boy puts out a vibe, but
You know who has them? Like the dive bars on the way to Key West along the Keys.
That
You know,
makes
you're
sense.
like they got the palm trees. You're in
Yeah.
some island dive, and they got the red stripe. It's a good vibe.
yeah, it's on the nose. But it's one that it's kind of hard to find in Austin. Weirdly, got to go to Total Wine.
Well, there was a shortage recently.
There was a short. We never got to the bottom of that,
I
but
know.
they did. You were right about that. Hey, we were right about using Squarespace to launch our company. Don't you think?
Absolutely. The templates. I'm going to talk about the templates real quick, Dad.
Please do.
We use the templates, and they're very useful for people who maybe not so like graphically inclined. It sets you up. It gives you plenty of options. You can customize the templates. It gives you like a foundation to work from, and it's extremely useful if you don't have web designing experience, which is probably most people out there.
You ever design a web page, Raf?
Yeah, I use Squarespace for my personal
There you go.
webpage. I get the traffic. I can check my analytics. The updates are easy.
It's fucking
It's a
rad.
great place
I didn't even plan this.
to put your personal business on.
Jeez, did you send him the copy before?
No, he's
That was a dangerous move. Did he just nailed it?
just speaks to it.
Go to squarespace.com/Steam for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, check out squarespace.com/Steam for the free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. It's Spotify rap season. We do it every year, polarizing. But yeah, I think people have a right to know like what we're listening to, what we're on. We're older now, some older than others. How old are you, Raf?
I'm 40.
Fuck yeah.
Are you
dude.
really?
40 Club. Let's
Yes.
go.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. All right.
Randy and I already announced it. So they're giving you, have they done this before, the age thing? Like how old you are in like music years?
Maybe
I don't know how to really frame
This
it.
is the
but-
first time they've done that.
they last year they did. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. They did like where your listening habits put you on the map. They didn't do that this year. Like where like they put me, I think somewhere in the Midwest. Like they put me in Ohio. So like they didn't do that this year. So I always think they do one little gimmick every year.
Yeah, I'm 69. That's smart. They should honestly they probably went out of their way to give like a lot of people 69 because they know dumbasses like me at TC Ruff on Instagram will share it,
I'm gonna
which I
share it,
did
yeah.
because I'm 41 and I still think that's funny.
Which listening club are you a member of?
Ooh, let me look that up.
I believe I was part of the Grit or something like that.
I'm the Soft Hearts Club.
What?
Yeah. Which 34% of people fall into this club, so I'm not very unique.
Sounds
in
like
that
34%
sense.
of people eat nachos.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I do like sad country, like sad boy country is. I love it. I do. It's not because of like I'm sad. I just like the music.
I'm about to find out which club I belong to. This is very.
You don't
big
even
news.
know?
No, I overlooked it. Oh, I'm in the Grit Collective. Is that you,
That's
Randy?
what
Dave.
Randy's in.
Yeah.
Both 69.
We're both
Grit?
69, both Grid Collective. I think that's only 9% of people in the Grid Collective. You're not part of our 9%.
I'm the leader. My listening is strongly aligned with club values, making you a perfect role model, or me.
I'm a loyalist.
Huh. Does that mean like poser?
It says
kidding,
you
that's
rarely
not
skip
nice.
tracks, confirming your unwavering dedication to the club.
Okay.
All right, top artists. Who we got?
I'm pretty proud of this one. I got Spoon, my local boys. So
Hell yeah, Spoon. Don't know who they are. They sound dope.
they're from Austin.
Are
I've
they?
heard of Spoon
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I just
Spoon
saw-
they had a little mainstream success, right?
Yeah, I just saw them at Sagebrush like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They did a little private, like a low key show there. It was awesome.
Oh, did you get a little Instagram influencer?
No,
Like, hey, man.
I freaking got there at 5 p.m. and they didn't go on till like 11, and I was just pounding beers. for like
See, I like that you're a man of people. You'll go do that because like you've got a big following. There's a lot of Instagram accounts where like you'll find out like, oh my god, Leon Bridges is doing a secret show at fucking White Horse or whatever, and like you're like, man, I'd love to go. You don't go because you're like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get in. And you look and like 90% of the crowd is like giant Instagram accounts in Austin.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm still medium size.
My top artists: Mount Joy, Josh Malloy, Red Clay Strays, Drake, and Chris Stapleton.
Stapes. That's okay. That you know what? That makes perfect sense for you.
Mount Joy was a heavy player earlier on in the year, but I still love them. But
I feel like we discovered Mount Joy on accident one time when it was like, man, they sure do pop up on festival like headlines like often, and
they're
we don't know
so
anything about
good.
them.
They really are.
So
My number one's Turnstile.
of course.
Really?
That's why you're the leader of True Grit, man.
You know, I saw them in concert. Will and I went.
The Grit Collective.
When I go see a band, I will often just listen to that band for the next 2 weeks, like straight through, and like they're on the workout playlist and stuff. So yeah.
So I'm actually comparing mine to last year because I looked up last year. 4 of the 5 of mine from last year are the same. It's different orders. So like it's clearly like these are my favorite bands. My top one from this year is Old Dominion, which is probably up there. I listen to a lot of them.
You got a shirt from them.
I did. I went to their concert. So the only one that fell out this year, last year Blink was part of my top 5, and they fell out and got replaced by Fall Out Boy.
Damn.
But then again, I did get all 3 Blink vinyls that I wanted, so I've been listening them onto my record player.
Randy's
more
a big
than Spotify.
vinyl guy.
I love vinyl. I sold mine after too many moves. I was just hauling them around, but I might be back one day.
Yeah,
So.
they are heavy. So I only have 1 Fall Out Boy vinyl, but I have 3 Blink ones. So that's probably why they fell off.
See, this is driving a 4.5-year-old around. Okay, so Turnstile, Childers, The Minions, Sturgill Simpson, Waylon Jennings. Okay, top songs: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just the basic one.
Waylon Jennings, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what got me in my old my '69.
My top album, Moment of Truth, Red Clay Strays.
Most popular band at
Dude,
whatever that festival we went to.
I think they're awesome.
Crazy show.
So my artists are Old Dominion, Kenny Chesney, A Day to Remember, Daft Punk, and Fall Out Boy, which were the same as last year, except for Blink was in place of Fall Out Boy. And 2 years in a row, my number one song is One More Time by Daft Punk, which is probably my favorite song of all
Do
time.
you listen to that on your way into work?
I listen to it often when I'm traveling. I listened to the Discovery album a lot because I like the movie that went along with it. I got to go see it in theaters last year too. They re-released it in theaters. Interstellar 5555. It's pretty good. It's an anime movie.
Nobody got any canceled artists, it sounds like. Congratulations.
Is Bad Bunny canceled yet?
No.
Or-
Nah.
He's
No.
actually playing the Super Bowl.
He's doing the Super Bowl. Well, you know,
Depends which group you're talking to.
I'm pretty mad about that, actually. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm fucking pissed off about that.
I got to get Duolingo now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's laughing. Bad Bunny's playing the Super Bowl and he's laughing. No, it is Bad Bunny, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually talked to my dad about that over Thanksgiving. He doesn't know any Bad Bunny songs. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
You're probably never going to. I don't. I just know, like, they're fun. I think they're fun. It's going to be a good performance.
Did you guys see the John Hamm like videos of him at the Bad Bunny residency in San Juan, Puerto Rico?
No.
Incredible stuff. He's just wearing like matching like a bucket hat, like matching
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian short and pants, and he's just on stage.
How's
in
that
his
print
bar.
looking?
Yeah. Noted huge cock haver.
Yeah.
John
That's
Hamm.
what I've heard.
I've
Yeah.
heard-
Very large penis.
I've just been seeing the reels of him like dancing in a club that's clear like a music video or something, and like everyone over the age of like 35 is just pretending to be him. That's all you want in life.
So wait, what
You seen
happened?
these?
He went to UT for like a year and like set a pledge on fire and
Yeah.
had to transfer?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Man.
I have a John Hamm story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull up that story while you're telling your story.
So I used to work at the startup. I'll leave the names out. And the CEO of this company, do you guys remember where Mad Men ended? It was like the
Mhm.
Coca-Cola meditation scene.
Oh, yeah.
So the CEO bought that house from the end of Mad Men.
Okay.
So John Hamm calls him up and he goes, "Hey, can I use your house for my wedding? I'm getting married." And so now the CEO's got a new company where they do like AI transcription and editing and stuff. And he says, "Yes, John Hamm, you can use the house for your wedding, but you have to come in and do a favor for me." So he had him come in. Remember those like old like Clippy Microsoft
Yeah.
like tips? He had him come in, and there's now like record a bunch of like John Hamm Clippy walkthrough, like onboarding, like how to use this
What a
product.
beating.
I know.
And he did it?
He did it, and not only I have firsthand evidence. John Hamm came in and he was like, "No, that take wasn't good enough. We got to do this again. Like this has to be." He was a full professional.
Good for
Came
him.
in and did the Clippy videos, and I don't know. I just thought it was a funny story.
That is. That's.
So-
yeah, I would probably not have done that.
So the pledge incident took place in 1990.
Checks out.
Mark Allen Sanders, a 28-year-old pledge, he failed to recite something from the Sigma Nu whatever properly.
Doesn't know the fucking creed.
This guy's fucking suck, man.
John Hamm set his jeans on fire, shoved his face in the dirt, and struck him with a paddle.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably didn't know the alphabet.
This guy's fucking suck, dude. Worst
Fucking
fucking
The worst
pledge
pledge
class.
class fucking ever.
Dude, they're
Find
so
a way, dude.
Lit his
so
pants
fucked.
on fire.
I can say.
Yikes.
Never had my pants lit on fire.
Well, you're not a liar then.
Oh, okay. Randy.
Hey, that's the type of comedy you're gonna get from me.
He's a producer, but he's more than that. Producer
Yeah.
plus.
It's cool to see that. Like, I have pretty much Spotify Rap. Like, I have my favorite artists, and I have two of my favorite songs that have made appearances 2 years in a row. So, like, it's like, all right, I know what I like. It's pretty cool.
Okay, but were there any injuries from the
fire?
Because if there's
don't
no
know.
injuries, like it's
Sound like
kind
this
of really funny.
Kid was
Yeah.
just a narc.
As long as he's not like got burned. Like, if you lit it on fire and then like immediately put it out, then yeah, it's funny.
The article I found didn't say anything about any like lasting injuries or anything.
We
so.
should track him down, that pledge, and be like, what's up now, man?
What's
Do you
the
feel
story?
bad? Did you ever reach out to John? And be like, hey, dude, I'm sorry I narked on you because you lit me on fire.
Yeah, I think he had to either drop out or just transfer schools or something. I think that was his last semester at Texas.
Went to Mizzou. Is that correct?
I don't know.
There's always the rumor that Will Ferrell, Brother for Life, dealt like flooded the basement of UCLA delts and like made the pledges like paddle like in a boat in there or something like that. There's always that rumor.
Dylan's having a lot of trouble with his couch, this love seat.
Okay, I finally got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arms are. It's a cheap couch.
Looks good on camera.
Yeah,
The corduroy's great.
it's comfortable, but it's cheap.
Yeah, Spotify Wrapped. I'm interested. I've never shared it to my Instagram. I did share the story because 69 thought it would be funny, even though it's a little bit overdone. But I just wanted to put it out there. I'm 41. I still like to joke and have fun. I still do a show, despite what people say.
Yeah, and I do get to say that 3 of my artists this year I got to see live in the past year. In the
It's
year
Randy's
of
year of live
performances.
music.
Live performances, not just live
performances.
music.
Even cover
But, yeah,
bands.
my top 3: Old Dominion, Kane Chesney, and A Day to Remember. All got to see live. Pretty cool.
Okay. Well, good. If you want to share yours, email Dylan@washmedia.com and let him know like what your music selection looks like. I'd love to hear it.
I did have Circling Back as my top listen podcast because whenever I catch up on his stuff, I always go on Spotify for Circling Back.
We forgot to do the video.
We were going to, and then we also thought like
We've got a
we
weird
had to
thing.
link our. Yeah, usually sometimes like I'm sure everyone out there has gotten like a little message from one of their artists or something like that. We could have done that, but we were also fearful that it was going to completely break our system and how we link stuff.
Should we just do one and put it out there and people can like reshare it or something if they want people to know?
Yeah, we'll just put it on our story. Tag us in on Instagram if we were yours, because definitely I know we always reshare those, and maybe we'll do a little thank you on our Instagram stories.
Yeah, we should do something, for the folks at home. Imagine doing Apple Music.
It's a bet, dude. You want it? My girlfriend's an Apple Music girl, and I'm gonna flame her today.
Randy's got a girlfriend. That's
I
all
got
he
a
talked
girlfriend,
about.
Yeah.
Dude, I switched from Apple Music mostly just because of the Wrapped. I feel like I had so much FOMO.
Yeah.
They have their own version of it, but it's so inaccurate that it's pointless to even try.
It's not good. It's not good at all. So you gonna stay with her despite this?
Yeah, probably. That's not a deal breaker,
She's a 10, but
but she has Apple Music.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Is she a Fabletics gal? I bet she is.
She's
We're a
gonna-
Fabletics pod.
Yeah.
We're VIPs. We get 80% off everything. How crazy is that?
So, true story. They sent us 2 packages already, and they were going to send us a third. And I was like, I'm loaded up on Fabletics. I have so much. So I actually pivoted and asked if they could send me female stuff for Chelsea, and we got it last night. And she is over the moon with this stuff.
This guy's got a girlfriend too.
Christmas came early for Chelsea in the form of a Fabletics package. She won't shut up about how much she loves the stuff. It's great.
The fit and the feel are dialed. No waistbands rolling down. Joggers that actually keep their shape. Jackets that are warm without the bulk. Solves the usual issues you have with activewear while still being soft, breathable, and durable enough for workouts, travel, or everyday wear. Also helps knowing that Fabletics has built a community of over 2 million VIP members in more than 100 retail stores, which makes me feel like I'm joining something people already love and rely on. I told the story. I walked by at the Domain, the Fabletics store, and I walked in there just kind of like, "What's up? I'm here," and they didn't recognize me as the podcast guy. It's a little disappointing, but I did take a look around and I just kind of nodded, being like, "Yeah, I've been in on this for at least a couple months."
That's the guy who does the reads, right? That's Dave.
Is that D-Man original? We're huge fans. I've got the joggers. I've got a black T-shirt that I work out. I never thought I'd be a black T-shirt workout guy, but I am. I kind of feel like John Travolta in Grease.
Their T-shirts are great.
They are great.
Fit perfectly. Comfortable, stretchy.
Comfy. Fabletics already has amazing deals, but right now they're running out their biggest sale of the year. On top of that, we've got exclusive offers. 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Head to fabletics.com/steam and sign up as a VIP to get 80% off everything. It's only available through our link, so go to fabletics.com/steam, sign up as a VIP to get 80% off. That's fabletics.com/steam. We could talk Billy McFarland, but I really think he's doing another thing, and
We could
it's
just save it for tomorrow. If you
save
want.
for more. I feel like we haven't we can go back to the Texas Dives well, because I want to know like what's next for Texas Dives 2025.
That's a very good question. And, to anyone considering writing a book, self-publishing a book, traditionally publishing a book, it's a real pain in the butt. And it takes a lot of time. And I feel like however long you think it'll take, it takes like twice as long to do it. So I'm looking forward to having some free time, but I would, yeah, just when I lived in Chicago, I used to do an underground like dinner club where we would visit like multiple locations in one night, and that was somewhat profitable. You know, that's maybe like bring that back. I started working on another book actually, and this was going to be, and I've done a lot of travel for it already, and this one's supposed to be like the different bars that Hemingway used to hang out in.
Oh, okay.
Like around the world. So I go to Madrid for work sometimes, and so I've been like all over the Spain spots and Key West and Paris. I gotta still do like Cuba and Michigan. Used to summer in Michigan. I hit up Will one time to give me a tip on the spot in Petoskey, Michigan, where
Okay.
he used to go to. So, but now I'm just like so sick of books that I don't know. I gotta do something else.
Have you thought about maybe doing like dive bars, Oklahoma?
Yeah, absolutely not. Like I'm never doing this again. This is crazy. Something else maybe. I like maybe like diners would be like more interesting, fun. Like the same thing with all dive bars are closing. We haven't like really brought these up, and some people have different opinions on this, but I absolutely think that they are diminishing over time. My main thing is like, tell me the last time a new bar opened in, it happens in like rural areas sometimes, but like in Austin, where the bar didn't have like a curated interior, a cocktail menu, and like a extensive food menu. It just doesn't happen anymore. The people's tastes have changed. The people who manage these bars understand that they can get a little bit more revenue out of the cocktails and, bring more people in with the food. And we kind of also have had this resurrection a little bit of like the bar that looks like a dive bar but isn't a dive bar. I kind of like call this the throwback bar.
Like Frasier's?
Like Frasier's, like Busty's, Golden Horn, Mama Dearest. I don't know if y'all, but basically you walk in and they do have cheap beer and shot specials, which I like. I like all these bars, and like I'll absolutely go to these bars, but they will also have, a curated interior where like they hired a designer to get the old vintage neon signs and make it look like a vintage place. And they'll also have like a cocktail menu.
It's the John Taffer effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say that around Brett.
Yeah. I don't like that guy. So
Neither does Brett.
He yelled at Brett quite famously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back at Barstool.
Oh, yeah. It's on video. It's pretty brutal to watch. Yeah.
We should watch it later.
For those curious, it is available on Amazon. It's called Texas Dive Bar Encyclopedia.
Yeah, someone in the chat was asking, what is the best way for them to buy that you see the biggest cut? Is Amazon the best way to go about that?
Amazon's the only way right now. I am working on some like local store distribution. I do everything myself, so it's like one step at a time. And I just wanted to get the Amazon out before the holidays. So just for now, Amazon's great. And then come next year, they'll be bouncing around some local stores and stuff like that. So,
and is that linked here in your bio at Texas Dives?
Yep, linked in bio. And if you want to send me any angry tirades or argue about dive bar stuff, hit me up in those DMs too. Happy to argue with anyone.
Or if you want to bribe him.
Or bribe me too, please.
I found it, we talked about this earlier, really interesting that your journey kind of started at Dry Creek Cafe, which is, it's not open anymore, but I went there a long time ago. It's an Austin place. And I found out about it because I was a Texas country fan, and there's a song by Owen Temple about the bar. And with my friends, we listened to it like, that's a cool song. I wonder where this place is. We looked it up and went there. And so, yeah, I've been there, and it's a really cool place. Like a mean old lady was like the owner, and you couldn't, if you bought a long neck glass bottle, and you couldn't get another one until you brought that bottle back to the bar. You had to like swap them out. But yeah, it was like it's such a throwback to find out that that's where you started your journey. Pretty cool.
I mean, as you know, that place is just so unique. And to this day, I just remember that place. It's absolutely lit. I mean, something out of a movie. Like, and those places are like, that place is like so special. Like it's you're never going to recreate that place again. Like even if you tried. So that's kind of the closing of that place kind of got me started thinking about this project. And, I recommend when I travel, like go on vacation or whatever, like I like nice places too. I'll go to the Natural Wine Bar. That's, I'll have some orange wine. That stuff's great. But I always advocate you have to go to some like local corner, hole in the wall kind of place because we've just become so much more globalized. When you go on vacation to San Francisco or Mexico City or Paris, like the new cool places, they're getting more similar. Like they're all kind of like designed, they're all curated, and that's why you got to branch out and go to your like local dive bar, local pub, whatever, just to get like some of the local flavor, history, not curation, and have that like authentic experience. So I think that's like one thing that I hope that people take away from, this book and just like my page in general is just like, go branch out. Like you don't have to go to the hot new spot every time. Like go to your local neighborhood place and see what the regulars are arguing about, smoking cigs and telling dirty jokes,
Yeah.
Maybe go meet up with some random people at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Do your own drinking club. Randy loves going to Coffee and Beats.
You do?
No, but J-Bone did send that to me saying that we need to talk about that. I'm so out on that. The cold plunge thing was different. That was in the park, and it was a DJ in preparation of us going to ACL. I find that is completely different than these 11
Whatever
a.m.
you're into, man.
Coffee disco things.
The coffee stuff, I keep getting sent it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Fine. I just go right to the comments, and it's just a lot of Austin hate.
Yeah,
a lot of Austin self-loathing.
I don't need to get up at 10 and go to a coffee shop and listen to EDM and dance completely sober before I go to work.
But you do need to go to, what bar did you do that at? The 10 a.m. meetup?
We did it at the Lazarus Brewery on the East 6 side. Yeah. Didn't know this when I started looking. Not that many places open at 7, 8 a.m. in Austin.
Sadly. Times are changing.
Where are all the third shift steel workers going, right? And I'm not trying to hate on the run clubs, the cold plunges, the coffee and beats, and the scream clubs.
Leave that to us.
Scream clubs.
You do you. Like, more events is great. I support all the events. I'm just saying we just need more dirtbag events too. Let's like have some dirtbag events for the morning drinkers, for the like a crazy parade. Like we need like a crazy parade that's like not sanctioned in Austin. Like why don't we, like, I'm talking about like, like SantaCon in Portland, or Chicago has this thing called Chai-Diderot where people race shopping carts around town.
I did not know about this.
Dylan loves the Costco shopping cart.
It's great for riding in the parking lot. Yeah.
There you go.
Big
Absolutely.
and heavy. Rides true.
Yeah, when I did the St. Patty's Day like bar crawl in Chicago, it's like the only time I've ever seen a complete city be drunk. It was
insane.
Awesome. Everyone was just
crazy.
Hammered at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and if that weather takes up above 50-ish for the day, it's over. There's a great article, I forgot who used to do it, but they used to do an annual rundown. Someone would just listen to the police radio all day, and it would just be like the craziest drunk arrests by Chicago cops on St. Patrick's Day. Just people climbing telephone poles and all that kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
stuff. Great read.
Yeah. After we were done with like the bar crawl, we just posted up at the Chicago River, middle of downtown, and there's multiple people with just like cases of beer just sitting on the side. I'm like, all right, guys, the cops don't care. We're
It's the
just
way
all
it should
drinking
be.
now. It was awesome.
Next one, we'll link. You need to run it back.
I'll run it back. I think and it was like totally fun and chill. And we did some networking too. So, I met this guy who builds telescopes, like the gigantic telescopes. And he was working out by the Marfa McDonald Observatory for some time. And now he's in Chile.
Oh, yeah. I've seen, I saw something about that. That one. I know the one in Chile or whatever.
Chile, yeah.
Dave's trying to get into telescopes. Don't you have
I wanted to get into them.
You have like a neighbor that has a big telescope, right?
I've got an acquaintance who's a telescope guy and gal, his wife. Dylan's family ranch. They've got. It was the form. What was it?
It was like a space observatory because it's in a very dark part of the state. There's nothing close to it at all. And yeah, it used to be owned by the University of Texas, and there's a big concrete platform on the top of this hill where our house is, and they used to mount telescopes up there. Pretty sick. Northwest Atlanta.
Okay. Well, Raph from Texas Dives, we'll give you the final word.
Thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure as always. Glad to be here with the hottest man on earth as always. And, check out my book, available on Amazon.com. Check out my Instagram and give your local dive bar a chance.
Well said.
Thank you, Raph. We
We'll
appreciate
post
you,
it on
man.
Instagram. Check out the book. It's cool. It looks awesome. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a couple for some friends too. Raph, thank you. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye.